And welcome in on YouTube tonight here on WZEP. And you'll see that on the field, the captains for each side for the Walton Braves and the Holmes County Blue Devils down there. For the Braves, we see Eli Odom, Captain Campbell, Whitten West, and Tristan Powell, the captains for Walton. And for the Holmes County Blue Devils, McKinley Sorey, Jalen Brunson, and Trevor Parker out on the field. And as you're looking in the camera there, beyond where the captains and officials are in the center of the field, of course, you're going to see the Walton High School Junior ROTC guys out there with the flags and all. So we'll be hearing from them. They're with the toss. And looked like the Braves had it. Looks like maybe they declined. Maybe they're wanting one into the field. But we'll see momentarily here. As you can see on the camera there. Glad to have you with us tonight on YouTube. We'll be joining WZEP momentarily. Anytime you're ready, Gary, it'll be fine. All right. So Walton kicks off. And good evening there on WZEP. Glad to have you with us. And we've had the captains for each team out on the center of the field. We're waiting for the national anthem and all. The Walton High School Junior ROTC is out there with the flag crew and the others with them. And we'll be doing that momentarily here. But the captains from the Holmes County tonight for the Blue Devils is McKinley Sorey, Jalen Brunson, and Trevor Parker. And for the Braves tonight, Eli Odom, Karen Campbell, Whitten West, and Tristan Powell. So that's our captains tonight. They had the toss of the corn. The Braves won the toss, and the Braves declined to take the ball first. They want to kick off, so they're going to be kicking off to the Holmes County Blue Devils, and they're going to be lining up. Walton on the south end of the field, and the Holmes County Blue Devils on the north end of the field. So we've got YouTube on with us tonight. If you'd like to go on YouTube and watch the game, just go to YouTube, go to WZEP, and look for the camera that's set up, and we'll be quiet. We got the national anthem going. All right, it's almost time for kickoff here at Yates Memorial Stadium. You still got plenty of time to get out here if you'd like to come and be a part of the game tonight and be in the stands. If not, you can listen to it right here on WZEP AM 1460 here in Defuniak Springs, or go to WZEP's YouTube channel and watch it and listen to it there. So glad to have everyone with us tonight over on WZEP and, of course, on YouTube tonight. And we're getting ready for the teams to come on the field. Cheerleaders are setting up, bringing out the big banners they have, and each school has banners. And I'm going to slide the YouTube channel here so you can see down for Holmes County, their cheerleaders with their banner. And here comes the Holmes County Blue Devils onto the field. Now we're going to slide around as you watch them going onto the field. And we're going to get around here and get ready for the Braves to come running on the field. And we're going to be close to getting underway here at Yates Memorial Field. See a moon up there, almost full. Beautiful night for high school football. Come on out. The weather feels good. Gary said the tip was about 88 degrees, but it sure don't feel like it up here where we're at. But here comes the Braves onto the field. Coming down to this side of the field here. And we're close. We're really close. Now, Holmes County, we went to Holmes County last year and played the Blue Devils over there. And we beat Holmes County last year, 49-14. And this year, they're over here in our stadium. And I'm sure they would love to knock the Braves off. So we're going to have an exciting game tonight here at Yates Memorial. Now, the Walton Braves host the Holmes County Blue Devils here tonight. Walton welcomes in tonight's game. They have a 41-13-1 lead in the series of games that's been played since back in 1944. What about that? But we'll give you some more statistics and things tonight. Try to keep up with date with local scores around Freeport, South Walton, and all those. Gary's going to try to find those when he can, and we'll pass those along to you tonight, too. All right, we're getting ready for the kickoff. All right, there goes the ball. It's up. Picked up on a 9-yard line. Still on his feet. Out around the 21-yard line, maybe where the momentum's going to be. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Holmes County Blue Devils there. Let's see where the officials set the ball. And they're going to give him on the 20-yard line. So they will take over there, the Blue Devils. Braves tonight wearing their Navy uniforms with white lettering. Holmes County coming in white. Looks like what? Maybe gold helmets, Lisa? Best I can tell. All right, let's see. Holmes County's got 2 split to the left, 1 to the right. Two in the backfield with the quarterback. All right. Got a couple of men moved in motion over there. Ball to snap. Quick throw out to the left-hand side. Gonna get maybe nowhere if he gets anywhere. Might have lost a half yard. Let's see where they decide to place it. It's still going to be on the 20-yard line, so that's going to bring up 2nd down. They're going to give him a foot or two, but it'll be 2nd down and a long 9 for the Blue Devils. All right, we've got 2 Devils to the left, 1 to the right, 2 in the backfield with the quarterback. And it's a run play up the middle, and Braves meet him right there. He may pick up a yard. Let's see where they mark him. I think they're going to move him all the way up to the 23-yard line. So he picks up a couple 3 yards, close to 3 yards there. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7 yards for the Blue Devils in their first possession of the game tonight. Get unwrapped from my cord down here. All right, let's see. We got 2 Blue Devils to the left, none to the right. Quarterback looking to keep it. He's just going to sling it out there. And it's intercepted by the Braves. And still on his feet, going to be thrown out of bounds there somewhere around the 10-yard line. Big interception there for the Braves. Back up around the, 32, 33-yard line maybe. And he's going to run it back all the way down to the 10-yard line. So the Braves get a interception there. At 10:26 here in the first quarter. So the Braves are going to have it just shy of the 10-yard line on the on the other side of the 10. So it's going to be first and goal for the Braves. Two Braves to the left, one to the right. One in the backfield with the quarterback, man in motion. Handed off around the left-hand side. There's a bunch of Blue Devils back there. And he's not going to make it to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a few yards there. Let's see where they're going to mark it on the 13. So that's going to be a 3-yard loss. So now it's 2nd and 13 to the goal. They got to get inside the goal. There's no way of making a first down. All right. Everybody in tight for the Braves. Quarterback looking to throw. Got a man out there, and I think it's caught. Did he catch it, or did he miss it? I believe he missed it. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 13 for the Braves. West, quarterback for the Braves, looking over to the coaches. 2, 3 Braves to the right, 1 to the left, 1 in the backfield. Quick throw out, and there's nowhere to go. They're going to lose a couple more yards there. So the Braves are going to be 4th down and 15 to the goal line. And so here comes in some substitutes. And I think we're going to see a kick here. We're going to go for 3. And they're lined up to go for 3. Merloga with the kicking, and it's up. And it is no good. So the Braves take it down, but able to do nothing with it but lose yardage after the interception there with 10:26 on the clock. Ran the clock down to 9:03. No score here at Yates Memorial. It's the Walton Brave 0, Holmes County Blue Devils 0, back in 30. Oh my goodness, McClay 19-0 over Mariana. That quick. Oh wow, they're already lined up. Get ready to do the play. Well, the Blue Devils lining up, 1 to the left, 1 to the right, and it's handoff to up the middle, and they're going to pick up about 6 yards on that. Going to bring up 2nd down and 4. Blue Devils on the 25-yard line. They're on 25-yard line. All right. The Devils up tight, got a man in motion, and it's tossed around to the right-hand side, still on his feet, looking to get it loose, and he's not going to make the first down, but he's picking up some yardage there, going to move that stick over there. So it's about 3rd down and 2 for the Blue Devils. Let's see who's going to be the first to get a first down tonight. Beautiful night for high school football. For folks out there listening to us on WZEP AM 1460, glad to have you with us. And for those over on YouTube, WZEP's YouTube, make sure you hit and like us and subscribe. And you never know when we're going to pop up with something going on here on the YouTube channel. So they're taking a timeout on the field. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back in 30. Do what now? Oh, wow. When we come back, we'll do those scores. And welcome back to high school football here on WZEP AM 1460 and on YouTube for WZEP. Gary has a couple of scores real quick there. Oh, wow. Wow. All right, as we look on the field there, one to the left there for the Blue Devils, head off up the middle, and they're met by a drove of Braves. Going to bring up 4th down and about 2. And looks like they're going to punt away here, I think. Have to wait and see here, but I think that's what they're about to do. I see a lot of movement back off the bench there, and a gentleman back to punt for the Blue Devils. Trying to see if I can see his number. I see a 2 and something else there. And it's kicked. It's a nice high kick. Going to be hit about the 42-yard line and bounce towards the Braves goal down there. And the officials are going to say where they're going to put it. Blue Devils there. They went up there and downed it down. And so it's going to be on about the 37-yard line where the Braves take over. So the Blue Devils not able to get their first down. Of course, their first possession, they ended up getting an interception. And the Braves drive it down to around the 10-yard line. And then all they do is back up, not able to get it in. All right, we've got 2 Braves to the right, 1 to the left, handoff up the middle, still on his feet. And he's going to get up somewhere around the 47-yard line before he's tackled, just short of the first down. It'll be probably about 3 yards short. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 3 yards for the Braves. We've got 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Handoff up the middle, still on his feet. Going to get up to the 50-yard line, and that's going to be a first down for the Braves. So Braves for their first down of the evening. And, of course, it is the first down of either team tonight here in the first quarter, not inning, but first quarter. All right, we got 2 split to the right, 1 to the left. West, the quarterback, a lot of movement there. Whistle's blowing. I think it's going against the Braves. So it'll be 1st, then 15 for the Braves. Too much movement back there. Got a penalty. But we got a great crowd across the way there. And, of course, a great crowd here for the Braves tonight. And not sure what happened there. The ball snapped. And looks like it's going to be a face mask maybe on the Blue Devils. Let's see. Let's see. Officials throwing the flag down. You got to see who or what it's against. I'm not sure. And it looks like it's going against the Blue Devils. It's going to give Walton just short of a first down. Just short of a first down. The ball down on the 41-yard line of the Blue Devils. I believe it was a little face mask there. All right, we've got 1 Brave split to the left, 2 to the right. A couple in the back there with West. Snap, West hands off. No, it's a quick pass over the middle, and flags are flying. He catches and goes down around the 30, but we got to wait and see what the call is first. And I think it's going to be on the Braves, so that's going to bring it back. Another penalty on the Braves. Can't move forward when you're getting those penalties. And it's a big one. The Ball all the way back to about the 49.5 of the Braves. So it's going to bring up second down and about 11 yards. We'd gotten down to, down back at their territory deep, and now a penalty again. All right, one Brave to the left, two to the right. One in the backfield with the quarterback. Looking to throw. West is looking to throw. Throws, he's got a man out there, and they fight for it, but it is incomplete. No flags there. Going to bring up third down and 11 for the Braves. Of course, the clock ticking away down there, 5:40 on it. As you sit up here where we're in the up high here in Yates Memorial, you can look out over the top of the trees, see all these cell phone towers and other towers blinking away. All right, let's see. There goes a flag. There goes a flag. And let's see. And it's going against the Blue Devils. They had movement and trying to get another man on the field, and Braves went snap. So there's a penalty there. So now it's third down and about 6 yards. All right, we've got two Braves to the left, one to the right, one in the backfield with West, the quarterback for the Braves. And it's a late handoff down around the left-hand side, still on his feet. And I believe it's Williams there, Sincere Williams with the ball. And he picks up a first down. So the Braves get their second first down of the first quarter. So that'll move the chain gang over there, be moving. And the Braves will have it on the 30.5-yard line of the Blue Devils. First and 10. One to the left, three to the right. West looking to throw quick and tosses out to his right-hand side and going to pick up 2 or 3 yards on that. Blue Devils were on him pretty quick. Wasn't able to break free on the right side like they had hoped, but they did pick up maybe 3 yards there. So they'll bring up second down and 7. And there's already another break on the field. So with 5 minutes left here in the first quarter, it's the Braves 0, Blue Devils 0, back in 30. Oh, really? Good. And welcome back to Yates Memorial Stadium there on WZEP AM 1460 on YouTube. Two Braves to the left, one to the right, one in the backfield, the quarterback. And it's a quick throw over to the left. He's going to bobble it. Never caught. This bobble it. It was thrown to Odom over here, and Odom just couldn't bring it down. Had to get kind of high on it, too, to try to catch it, but he was never able to really get control of it. Falls on the ground. So now it's going to be third down and 9. And here they are, back pretty deep here in the Blue Devils territory. And we've got two Braves to the left, one to the right, two in the backfield with West. West steps back to throw. Got Blue Devils after him, and he just has to throw it away. Had he not thrown it away, he'd have been tackled back up around the 46-yard. So that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now let's see what Coach Lindsey's going to do. What's the decision on the field? Do you go for it? And it looks like there's a penalty on the field, maybe. And it went against the Braves. Now the ball's all the way back to the 45-yard line. So now it's fourth down, 10, 25 yards, 4th and 25. So the Braves are going to punt it away. Should be Merlot back there for the Braves, kicking it away. Got a Blue Devil down around his 10-yard line. And he's calling for a fair catch. And he's going to catch it on about the 13-yard line. And that's where the Blue Devils will take over there. Be 1st and 10 on their own 13. Braves able to pick up a couple of first downs and then become stagnant again. This is the second time we've been deep in their territory and not able to come away with any points. We're at 4:30 here left in the first quarter of play. And let's see, we'll look at the schedule here. Of course, it's Holmes County tonight. Next week, we'll be at West Florida, down in Pensacola. All right, the Blue Devils have one split wide to the right, man in motion, and it's a keeper up the middle, and the Braves see him, and they put him down, but he's going to get to about the 15-yard line before he's dropped. So it's going to be about a 4-yard pickup, going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Blue Devils, deep in their territory. All right, one-man split wide to the right, one to the left, one in the backfield with the quarterback. Man in motion for the Blue Devils, and it's a handoff, still on his feet, and he's going to get up to about the, 24-yard line, 23-yard line before he's brought down. It's going to be short of the first down, but it's going to be 3rd and about 3 yards. Well, no, about 2 yards. Well, now they moved it short, so maybe 3rd and a yard now. All right, the Blue Devils, whistles blow. The white cap, he's talking to one of the other officials, and let's see, something he didn't like. And he said it's a first down, so Holmes County gets their first down. So they say it's enough for a first down. So the Blue Devils have it down on their about their 22-yard line, 23-yard line. And it's a keeper by the quarterback up the middle, still on his feet, but he's run into a bunch of Braves and maybe pick up 2 yards on that run. They're going to give him 3, it looks like. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Blue Devils of Holmes County here. Beautiful Uniac Springs, Florida tonight. Beautiful night for high school football. Moon is shining. Don't see really hardly any clouds out here. All right, they're in tight. One in the backfield with the quarterback. Will it be a handoff? No, he steps back to throw, and he's got Braves everywhere. And he throws it away, and it's almost caught by the Braves. Or is it? Are they calling it caught or not? I think it is an interception, and it is an interception for the Braves. So we have another interception. Now, can we do anything with it? That is the question. With 2:13 here in the first quarter, and the Braves really need to move it down. So the Braves have it here on the 42-yard line, or 41-yard line of the Blue Devils. One to the left, one to the right. 2 in the backfield with West. Turns around, hands it off to number 5. They're all over him. He's not going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Of course, that's Wilson, Devarius Wilson, carrying the ball for the Braves. And he's going to lose about 2 yards on that carry. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 12 for the Braves. The Braves seem to be having a little trouble trying to move the ball against the Blue Devils tonight. All right. Two to the right, one in tight to the left, handed off once again. Found a little place to slip by. Going to get up to about the 35-yard line before he's brought down. So they mark it just past the 35-yard line. Going to bring up third down in about 4 yards. Two Braves to the right, and they try to go up the middle, and he fights, and I think he's going to get the first down. I think he's going to get past the 30, and it should be enough for the first down, and it is a first down for the Braves. All right, we've got one Brave split wide to the left here, two off to the right, one in the backfield with West, the quarterback. It's a handoff. No, it's a quick pass over the middle. And it is caught at around the 18-yard line. And it was caught by Holmes. So Holmes was able to catch that pass. It was a quick one. All right, we got one Brave to the left, two to the right. One in the backfield, of course, with West. And it's a handoff up the middle, a little dancing. He's broke out around the right-hand side, still on his feet, jumps in. He jumps in, touchdown, Braves. Braves get a TD with 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. And he had to leap over a player and into the air and land into the end zone. So the Braves finally get some points up on the board there. They've got 6. And let's see if they're going for 2 or they're going to go ahead and go for the extra point. Seems like a little confusion. And sending Merlot back out. And the Braves are lining up like they're going for 2. And they are. The Braves are going for 2. And the clock's down to, well, they snap it. And he's going to dive. And, hey, they go for the 2 points and get it. So, with 23 seconds left here in the first quarter, the score is Walton Braves 8 and Holmes County Blue Devils 0. Back in 30. Wow. They'll be kicking from down here. Down here. And welcome back to Yates Memorial Field, home of the Walton County Braves. Braves just scored a TD there with 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Went for 2 points and able to jump in kind of like they did the touchdown. Had to get airborne to get across some players and get into the end zone. So the Braves leading right now 8-0. Braves getting ready to kick off to the Blue Devils from Holmes County. And, of course, Merlot doing the kicking for the Braves. And here we go. And it's up there. Nice long kick. Whistles blowing. Blue Devil had backed up to catch it on the 20, but we heard whistles blowing. And it may be the Braves. Somebody might have got offsides there at the kick. And I think that's what it's going to be. So that just helps the Blue Devils there. So the Braves will be kicking now from the 20-yard line. And now we have a Blue Devil standing on the 30, one standing on the 36, ready for this kickoff. And here we go again. And it's a nice kick, going to be picked up on the 33, past the 40, 45, still on his feet. Looks like he's going to bust it, and he's going to be gone and all the way back for a touchdown. And Holmes County gets another first down and 6 points. Run it all the way back with 9 seconds left here in the first quarter. And the Blue Devils get the kickoff and run it back in. Wow. And I see that that's what they're doing. They're not keeping them from going in, are they? Or did they not? Or they said they didn't get in. I guess they didn't get in. So maybe they didn't make a TD. I guess he ran out of bounds before he got over there. All right, let's see. They are, nope, it's not a TD, so we'll change that right now. Looked like he got in, but he didn't. You got one to the right, two to the left, one in the backfield with a quarterback, man in motion. High snap, quarterback keeps it, and he gets nailed. So it's going to bring up second down and goal for the Blue Devils of Holmes County. And so they're taking a break on the field, but we're going to hold it right here because there's only 9 seconds left of the first quarter. And, of course, then we'll take a break at the end of the quarter. But the way they're acting, they're going ahead and ending the quarter because they're bringing the ball back to the other side of the field here. So what are we doing? So now we're placing the ball. I guess they did give him a touchdown. Yeah, it was a touchdown. The touchdown was 9 seconds, and they were going to go for 2 points, and that didn't happen. So it is Walton County Braves 8, Holmes County Blue Devils 6. We've got 9 seconds on the clock here for the first quarter. And we've got number 13 for the Blue Devils, Cason Evans, here kicking, and it's a kind of a short kick. Picked up on the 30-yard line, still on his feet, and he gets up to about the 36-yard line. And that was Camden Zadro receiving that kickoff, moving it up the field. We're still with 2 seconds left on the clock. Braves have the ball sitting on the 36-yard line. All right, we got a couple of Braves to the right, one to the left. 2 in the backfield with West. And I'm thinking Williams is one of them in the backfield there. Not sure who the other one is. I have to kind of see. And there went the buzzer to end the first quarter. And I think the Braves picked up maybe 2 yards on that. So with the score here at Yates Memorial, 8 for the Braves, 6 for the Blue Devils. We'll be back in 30. Eight to 6. All right. Well, we're getting ready to start the second quarter of play here at Yates Memorial Field, Phoenix Springs, Florida. Welcome back there on WZEP AM 1460 and, of course, WZEP YouTube channel. Be sure and like us and subscribe to us. We appreciate it. You never know when we're going to pop up and be on the airwaves there. All right, a couple of Braves to the right, one to the left. Handed off up the middle, still on his feet. Going to get up to about the 48-yard line before he's brought down by a couple of the Blue Devils. So that'll be a first down for the Braves. Their first down of the second quarter. Of course, it's early in the second quarter. You only burned off about 20 seconds. All right, a couple of Braves to the right, one to the left. Two in the backfield with West, the quarterback for the Braves. Snap, looking to throw, steps up, throws a long one, got a man out, but it's intercepted. It's intercepted by number 5, Landon Weeks, and still on his feet. And he hadn't been brought down yet. He's crossed the 50. He's got down to about the 47, 48-yard line before he's brought down. So the Blue Devils get an interception here with 11-12 here in the second quarter. They take the ball away from the Braves, and now they're in Braves territory with that pickup, that interception. So, wow, boy, things change quickly. And it's not been an easy game for the Braves tonight. The Blue Devils have come to play. Now, last year, of course, we beat the Blue Devils. What was it? I don't remember what it was. But anyway, we'll tell you in a minute. We've got 2 Blue Devils to the right, 2 to the left, 1 in the backfield with the quarterback. And it's handed off around the left-hand side. Nobody there, still on his feet. Finally tackled, but he looks like he's going to pick up a first down before he is put down. So there you go. And they do pick up their first down of the second quarter. Of course, Walton won last year, 49-14, where we played over in Holmes County. But they're here tonight, and they are bringing it to the Braves, let me tell you. All right, Blue Devils lining up 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 1 in the backfield with the quarterback. Man in motion, snap, keeper by the quarterback. And he's going to go for a few yards, going to get up to about the 30-yard line. And let's see, that's Jones. Jones with the ball there for the Blue Devils, I do believe. All right, Blue Devils in a little huddle there. And the break huddle. Here they go. Lining up. Got 2 to the left once again. 2 to the right. Man in motion. And it's a quick pass over the middle, and it's caught down around the 16-yard line. So it's another first down for the Blue Devils. And they're moving the ball now. They're looking good. They have a short roster this year. Not a lot of players, but I'm telling you what, they're playing the heart out right now. All right, we've got 1 to the right, 1 to the left, 1 in the backfield with the quarterback. Got the man in motion. Ball is snapped, handed off, up the middle, and the Braves met him there and put him down. Nowhere to go there. The quarterback, of course, is Egan Seegers. And he handed it off there, and there was just nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. In fact, they're going to lose yard. Going to bring up second down 11 for the Blue Devils, deep down in Brave country. Across the way over there, we see the Blue Devil band. Of course, in the background here, you hear the Walton Brave band. All right, a couple to the right, 2 to the left, where the Blue Devils, it's handed off up the middle, going around the left-hand side, still on his feet. Finally gets hit. He lowers his head and gets hit by number 10 of the Braves. That's Thomas to get the tackle down there. And they're going to get down to the 10-yard line, which will be third down and a long 4 for the Blue Devils. 8:02 left here in the first half of tonight's game. Braves on top 8-6 right now. But the Blue Devils are down deep in Brave country. They try to get over into that end zone. All right, they're lining up once again. Two to the left, two to the right. One in the backfield of the quarterback. And they go to snap and they stop and they take a timeout. The Blue Devils take a timeout. So while they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout here. Braves 8, Blue Devils 6, back in 30. And say hello to everybody out there on YouTube tonight. Hop on there and tell us where you're watching us from and let us know. I know Vicki Putnam up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, watching tonight. Young lady I went to high school with way back in the time of dinosaurs. Yeah, we remember all those dinosaurs. Of course, we're the dinosaurs today, but glad to have her watching and listening tonight too. And I like to invite all your friends and neighbors onto YouTube. And all you folks listening to CEP too out there. All right, welcome back. Gary, we got any updates right quick? Nothing? Not yet? Okay. Okay. All right, the Blue Devils coming up over the ball. Got two to the right, one to the left. Man in motion. Ball snap. And the quarterback was going to keep it, but there's a motion there. Illegal motion on the Blue Devils, so that's going to back them up 5 yards there. And it'll be third down and about 9 yards. So the ball now placed on the 15-yard line. So it wasn't 15, it's third down and 9 yards, yeah, sitting on the 15-yard line. Looking down to play clock, it's down to 12, 11, 10. Here they come up over the ball. Gonna have to do pretty quick. Got two to the left, two to the right. And he snaps it with 3 seconds left. Looking to throw. Got a man over the middle. Catches it, and it's touchdown. And the Blue Devils score with 7:27. .727 here in the second quarter. Blue Devils put another 6 on the board. And I think they're going to go for 2. That's what it looks like. So now the score is 12-8 with the Blue Devils on top. And they are going for the 2. Man in motion. Snap back to the quarterback. He keeps it. He throws it quick. And there is not going to make it. So with 7:26 left in the first half of tonight's game, it is now 8 for the Braves and 12 for the Blue Devils. Well, we're going to take a little 30-second break, come back for the kickoff.
On YouTube from Ohio.
Huh?
We got a Beth Schultz on YouTube from Ohio.
From where?
Ohio.
Well, the Blue Devils on top of the Braves, 12-8. 7:26 left in the first half of the game. And we've got a listener and watcher on YouTube up in Ohio. Say hello to everyone up in Ohio, Buckeye country tonight. And there's the kickoff. Nice line drive and picked up by the Braves on the 18-yard line. Still on his feet. Gets past the 30. Gets to about the 32 and brought down there. And that was Tristan Powell with the ball. Run back there. Good little run back. So the Braves will have it first and 10 and down by 4. All right, here comes the Braves up over the ball. We've got one split wide to the right, 2 to the left. One in the backfield with West, the quarterback. And it's a handoff to number 2 up the middle, and there's nowhere. Odom is not Odom, but Gundrum nowhere for Gundam to go, but lose a couple of yards. So it's going to bring up second down. They go to least 3 yards. So it's going second down and 13 for the Braves. Wow. Where the officials marked it there. Beautiful night here in Walton County for high school football. All right, 2 Braves to the left, 1 to the right, 1 in the backfield with the quarterback. And West was going to throw it, but he couldn't, so he's having to run the ball. He's still on his feet. He's going to get up to about the 37-yard line, 38-yard line, depending on where they mark it. So it'll bring up third down. And a good 6 yards, it looks like, for the Braves. 6:10 left here in the first half of the game. Blue Devils on top of the Braves, 12-8. Sounds like a baseball score. All right, 1 Brave to the right, 2 to the left, 1 in the backfield with West, the quarterback, handed off up the middle, still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down. If they mark where his forward motion was, and I think they are. And if they do, that'll be another first down. And it is another first down for the Braves. All right, whistle's blowing. And I think there's a timeout on the field. So will they take a timeout? We'll take a timeout. Here at Yates Memorial Field, we have the Holmes County Blue Devils on top of the Walton Braves, 12-8. Back in third. When I come back, we'll do it.
We have Beth Schultz from Ohio. She's watching number 17 West. She's her great nephew.
Okay. All right, they're fixing to snap the ball here momentarily. All right, welcome back to Yates Memorial. And let's see, 2 to the right, 1 to the left for the Braves, and it's first down. A quick throw in and out of the hands of number 3 and intercepted by the Blue Devils. And number 5 for the Blue Devils over there, that's Landon Weeks, gets an interception, and the Braves turn the ball back over to the Blue Devils with an interception. Wow. The Braves are having a tough time tonight. 5:15 here, the second quarter. Like I said, the Blue Devils are on top right now, 12-8. And some of the folks out there that's watching us, I see Jeans there. Yep. Beth Schultz from up in Ohio. She said number 17 West is her great nephew. That went West, the quarterback for the Braves. We're glad to have all those folks tonight. Ohio. Where else do we have earlier? Yeah, Chattanooga. So we've got listeners everywhere and viewers on the YouTube. Call your friends and neighbors. Get them on there. Yeah, watch some good old South. Yeah, good old South High School football. As we used to call it LA here, Lower Alabama, but we're actually in the panhandle of Florida. All right, Blue Devils with the ball, going around the right-hand side, quarterback with the ball, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard or two before he's tackled. And got a Brave down, and he comes up, got his shoe off. He's limping, so you got to come to the sidelines here, and they'll check him out, get his shoe back on. And they pick up about a yard. So it's, well, no. There's a penalty there. Went against the Blue Devils. And wow, it's going to go all the way back to the 50-yard line. And they've got to get all the way down to the 30 to get a first down. But it is 1st and 20 for the Blue Devils. 2 to the right, 2 to the left for the Blue Devils. 1 to the backfield with the quarterback. Man in motion now. And the quarterback looking to throw, throws it long, and there's nobody. It's probably 10, 15 yards in front of a Brave and on a Blue Devil that was behind the Brave. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 20 for the Blue Devils. Braves really need to hold them here and get the ball back and get some points on the board going into halftime. Surely don't need any more points on them. All right, Blue Devils coming up to the line. We've got 2 to the left, 2 to the right again. 1 in the backfield with the quarterback. Man in motion, and it's a handoff up the middle. And he's going to get almost back to, now they're going to give him a yard. So it's going to be 3rd down and 19 for the Blue Devils of Holmes County. 4:40 left here in the first half of tonight's game. Blue Devils on top of the Braves right now, 12-8. Blue Devils with the ball. See a few clouds now up around the sides of the moon. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful picture there. All right, 2 to the right, 2 to the left, 1 in the backfield with a quarterback. Man in motion once again. Quarterback looking to throw, throws it long. And no, it's way overthrown. Intended for a gentleman way out there. Of course, there was a Brave running with him. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 19. And we'll see the Blue Devils are going to punt it away or not. See, the quarterback is still out there. And that's Egan Seegers. But we have the punter back now. A couple of Braves back around the 25-yard line. A high snap. Braves just about got to him, calling for a fair catch. And the Braves will have it on about the 22-yard line where they'll take over now 1st and 10 on their 22-yard line with 4:03 left here in the first half of tonight's game. Like we said, next week we'll be in Pensacola, Florida. Yes, indeed. Be down to play West Florida. So invite you, those that can, follow the Braves down to Pensacola. If not, listen to it here on WZEP AM 1460 or catch us on YouTube, WZEP YouTube. And be sure while you're watching, well, like us and subscribe. All right, the Braves take it, snap the ball, and they're going to pick up maybe 2 yards with a run, 3 yards with a run up the middle. Going to bring up 2nd down and looks like about 7. All right, we got 2 Braves to the right, 1 to the left, 1 in the backfield. It's a handoff up the middle. And he's coming around the right-hand side, and there's Blue Devils waiting on him. Nowhere to go. And, of course, that was Gundrum running the ball. They were there waiting on him. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Braves. Ball on their 25-yard line. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. It's a handoff around the left-hand side, trying to get through. And it's going to get enough for the 1st down. So the Braves will have a 1st down. We'll move the ball up to about the 34-yard line. So the Braves will have another 1st down here in the 2nd quarter of play. 2:50 left on the clock. 1 Brave to the right, 2 to the left. 1 in the backfield with the quarterback, West. Now we have 2 in the backfield with West. And it's handed off there to the right, and they had a hold of him, and they dropped him. And I think they had a little bit of a face mask there, and the official saw it, just threw it down. We'll wait and see. And it was a face mask on the Blue Devils. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty, and that'll give a 1st down again to the Braves. or it should. As they mark it off here. Official toting the ball there, passing the 40 all the way up to the 45-yard line, and it is another first down for the Braves. So the ball now on the Braves' 45-yard line, 2:28 on the clock. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 in the backfield with the quarterback West. Hand it off up the middle, driving forward. Looks like maybe break the plane of the 50. And he's going to get into Blue Devil territory. About the 49-yard line of the Blue Devils. Got to do quick things, though. 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes. 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Hand it off up the middle, driving forward. Still on his feet, still on his feet, still on his feet. Finally, they're going to drop him about the 42-yard line. Guess what? Another first down for the Braves. But they burning the clock. They've got to get in. They need to get in. They need to be leading at the half here. Trying to rush it up. 1 to the right and 2 to the left. 1 in the backfield was West, the quarterback. Trying to see who it is. And it's going to be handed off around the right-hand side. And there's nowhere. They're going to lose yardage on that. And the Devils have done picked up on that. That's Odom trying to come around the right-hand side on the lateral. Just they're reading that play, and that's just not working. 1:20 on the play clock out there, and Braves down 12-8. Couple of Braves to the left, 1 to the right. Clock still a ticking. 2 in the backfield with the quarterback. Looking to throw. Got a man out there, and he's going to pick up the first down or be close. He's going to be just short. Let's see where they mark it. He's going to bring up third down and about a yard. 44 seconds on the clock. 1 to the right, 1 to the left. Handed off up the middle. Still on his feet. Broke loose, and he's up to about the 15. We're going to have to do a timeout or something here. Stop that clock. Another first down for the Braves. All right, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And it's a penalty against the Braves. Of course, that'll stop the clock. And they take a timeout, the Braves do. Since it's so close to the half, we're just going to hold right here. Gary, I think you got some updated scores there. Okay, so who is Freeport playing? So Northview on top of Freeport right now, 14-7. And what was the 7-6? Chipley over Rutherford, huh? Okay. And this is what, second quarter or halftime? Okay. All right. All right. We've got 29 seconds here on the clock. And we've got 3 Braves to the right, 1 in the backfield, 1 man in motion now. West looking to throw. He's having a scramble. He's having a scramble, and he's going to get thrown down for a big loss all the way back to about the 37-yard line with 20 seconds on the clock. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. He should have slung it out there. Had to run, though. Blue Devils were after him. So that's going to be first down, and there's 10, there's 20, 23 yards. Second and 23 with just 20 seconds on the clock out there in the first half of tonight's game. And you hear the cheerleaders in the background. Let's go, Walton. All right, 2 Braves to the left, 1 to the right, 2 in the backfield with the quarterback. Got 20 seconds left in the first half of the game. Braves down 12-8. Snapped, quick throw, and trying to break loose, and he has. And he's still on his feet. He gets run out of bounds somewhere down around the 10-yard line. Still got 13 seconds on the clock. That was sharp. Gets down there as far as you can and step out. So they'll bring up third down and about 3 for the Braves. I don't think the Braves are too worried about the first down. We've got 13 seconds. We've got to get in the end zone. 1 to the right, 2 to the left. Ball's on the ground, and we have to fall on it. Clock's ticking. Got to do something. All right, clock's. Another timeout for the Braves. Bad snap there and fumbled it down. All West could do is try to fall on it. Tried to pick it up. He couldn't get it up, so he had to fall on it. And that's going to bring up fourth down. And, of course, it's going to be, instead of having about 2 yards for the first down, which they could have got, and now it's like 7 yards. But it's fourth down, so they've got to go for it. Will they turn the ball over and give a few seconds to the Blue Devils here before the first half of the game ends? We'll have to wait and see. And here they come back on the field. Braves lining up, Blue Devils lining up. 2 Braves to the left. 1 to the right here. And it's a reverse. And still on his feet, and he dives in, and they're going to say short. They're going to say on the 1 foot line, and the clock hits 0. And will they put some on the clock? I mean, the officials are out there before the clock ever went off. So they need to put about 2 seconds back on the clock there. The ball's on like the 1 foot yard line. Let's see what they're going to do. And they're going to call it that. Nope, that's the end of the first half. And the ball on the 1 foot line. He dove, but he didn't get far enough in. So with the first half of tonight's game over with here at Yates Memorial Field in beautiful Defuniak Springs, Florida, the Holmes County Blue Devils lead the Walton Braves 12-8. We're going to take let's take a 3-minute break, and then we'll come back, listen to the bands, give you some stats and whatnot, and just in general talk about a little high school football and listen to the band and see the bands tonight here on YouTube. The officials were standing there whenever the clock went off. They already had the ball in their hand. They should have told them to put at least 1 second on the clock and run a play, but they didn't. Sounds like a baseball score, 12-8. Huh. All you folks out there on YouTube, they're lining up the bands down on the bottom here. Do the Holmes County band up first. And we'll watch some of the band and talk about some of the stats. here in just a bit. Yeah, yeah. And welcome back to WZEP AM 1460 and to YouTube out there, WZEP YouTube. We got the Holmes County Band out there, and we're going to listen to them a little bit here. Get our mic set up so you can hear the band out there. And that's the Holmes County Blue Devil Band in the background there on WZEP. And of course, on YouTube, you're seeing the band there and also hearing the band. And it looks like several of the players in the band there play different instruments, and they're switching out now. And that's the sounds of the Holmes County Blue Devil Band. And of course, those on YouTube able to see them perform here at Yates Memorial tonight. Of course, for those on the radio, we had a couple of a young man and a young lady that were dancing to the music then, and then they joined the flag corps and did the flags with them. And now looks like we have a young lady with a saber in the middle down there. And here comes the Blue Devil Band once again. All right, that's the sounds of the Holmes County Blue Devil Band out on the field. Did a fantastic job. Those kids put in a lot of hours, just like the football team does, cheerleaders. And we always love to feature them here on WZEP. Like we said, the Walton Braves are hosting the Holmes County Blue Devils tonight here at Yates Memorial Stadium. Walton comes in tonight's game with a 41-13-1 lead in the series in games played since back in 1944. Walton posted a 49-14 victory in last year's game over in Bonifay. The last Holmes County win in the series came in 2017 in a game played here in Defuniak Springs, with the Blue Devils defeating the Braves 54-14. Holmes County and Walton participated in the playoffs in 2024. The Blue Devils were defeated in the first round of the regular classification playoffs by Union County. Walton posted a Class 2A regional quarterfinal win over Catholic 28-24. The Braves were defeated in the regional semifinal game by the Jacksonville Bulls. Holmes County is a member of the rural classification in FHSAA football competition for 2025. Walton is a member of the Class 2A District 1. Their district opponents are Catholic Freeport South Walton. Both schools are looking forward to tonight's game, and they have been playing their hearts out, trying to build momentum for the rest of the 25 season. Next Friday night, the Braves travel to Pensacola to face the West Florida Jaguars. In 2 weeks, Walton High School will celebrate homecoming 2025 here. The Braves will host the Fort Walton Beach Vikings. And we've got the Walton Band out on the field now. And let's give a listen. You hear the crowd there getting excited for the band, and there goes a couple of the band members. Had to get some things ready. Now they're out there trying to get in line where they're supposed to be. All right. Looks like a little confusion with the band trying to get their setup. All right, here we go. And that's the Walton County Band there, the Brave Band. And they're scrambling up. And yes, maybe they're headed off the field. And they are. Did one number. And they gave a lot of time there to the Blue Devils. And that's great. Last week, we played Mariana, of course. Here's some stats from last week's game. And here's what we have. Touchdowns last week. Walton had 5 as opposed to Mariana having 1. We had 1 rushing, 3 passing, and 1 other. First downs last week, we had 16. Mariana had 2. Rushing, we had 31 attempts. They had 28. Net yards, 116 for the Braves, 23 for Mariana. Yards per carry, 3.74 to 0.82 for Mariana. Yards per game, we had 116 with their 23 there in rushing. Passing, we had 13 completions. Opponents, none. Attempts, 21 for the Braves, 8 for Mariana. Interceptions, 1 for the Braves, 3 for Mariana. Completion rate was 61.90% for Walton, 0 for the opponents there. Yards per game, 199 to Wzep there for the Mariana last week. Total offense, 315 for the Braves, 23 for the opponents last week. So that kind of tells you what went on last week. But tonight, it's been a different story here at Yates Memorial. The Blue Devils have come to play. Let me tell you, they have come to play tonight. The Braves are down right now by a score of 12-8. Looked like the Braves were going to score right at the end of the game. They thought they were going to get maybe a second or two on the clock there. He dove. He was about 12 inches short of getting into the end zone, the Brave was. And, of course, the first half ended, and so the Braves did not get in. So the score here at Yates Memorial tonight is the Holmes County Blue Devils 12 right now, Walton Braves 8. Sounds more like a baseball game than a football game, but that is what's gone down tonight. Of course, we had a TD for the Braves at 23 seconds in the first quarter when we scored. It went for 2 points and got it. The Holmes County Blue Devils had a touchdown with 6:09 in the first quarter, and then came back 7:27 in the second quarter with another touchdown. Went for 2 both times and were unable to execute that. So that's the reason we have the score 12-8 here at Yates Memorial. Just some averages from last week. We had, in rushing, we had Sincere Williams with a net 91 yards, Holmes with 25, West with 19, Odom with 12, Wilson with 9, Gundrum with 9, Camden Zadro with 8. Passing yards last week, like we said, 199 yards. It's just some of the things that we have here, but we're getting close to the kickoff here for the second quarter. So I want to remind you of that. Some other stuff going on. School Sports, Wednesday, September 3rd, which was, what, yesterday? Day before. And then we had a bunch there. Today, of course, Laurel Hill at Walton Volleyball, South Walton Volleyball, North Bay Haven, Freeport Football at Northview, Holmes County here at Walton. Tomorrow we'll have South Walton and Walton Cross Country in Pensacola at Escambia Equestrian Center. Then on Monday, Walton and South Walton Boys Golf and Pace at Stonebrook Village and Walton Volleyball at Jay. Well, we're close to the kickoff for the second half of tonight's game. And the Braves will receive the kickoff. So the Braves get the ball back first here to start the second half of tonight's game, which they are down by 4 right now, 12-8. Yeah, tell me some scores real quick. 10-6, Chipley over Rutherford. And it's a kickoff picked up by the Braves at the 29-yard line. And it's going to be dropped somewhere around the 39-yard line. Okay, back to Gary. Niceville over Pine Forest, 14-6. And Northview leads Freeport. How much? 24-14? 22-14. All right. And back here at Yates Memorial, the Holmes County Blue Devils lead the Braves 12-8. All right, 1 Brave to the left, 2 to the right, 1 in the backfield with a quarterback West. Snap, and it's a quick pass off to number 1 over here, Odom. Still on his feet, fighting, gets past the 45. And will he get to the 50? Let's see. He's going to be close. Maybe a foot or so short of the 50-yard line. And, of course, That'll bring up a first down for the Braves. Snapped, handed off up the middle. Has people wrapped all over him and breaks loose and gets all the way down to the 45. And that's Wilson, Davis Wilson for the Braves. They had him in the backfield, and somehow he spun out and was able to pick up about a good 4 yards there. All right, we've got a Brave to the left, a couple to the right here. And the ball is snapped, and it's handed off to number 2. And that's Gundrum going straight up the middle. He's going to get up to around the 43-yard line, it looks like. Going to bring up third down and about 3 yards. All right. 2 to the left, 1 to the right for the Braves. Snap. Handed off up the middle. Number 2 is trying to find somewhere, trying to get across. And I don't know where his momentum is going to carry him, maybe to the 38. That's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down and long, well, we're going to call it 4th down and 3. Let's see what the Braves are going to do. And it looks like they're going for it. All right, we've got 2 Braves to the right, 1 to the left. And it's handed off, and he's trying to go, and he's fighting, and I don't know if he's going to make it. I think he's going to be short. The Braves tried to get him up the middle, but not enough. So the Blue Devils will take over on about the 41-yard line. So the Braves not able to get that first down and keep the momentum going. And so now they've turned it back over to the Blue Devils of Holmes County. Walton crowd just a little quiet out there now. All right, we've got 2 Blue Devils to the right, 2 in the backfield of the quarterback. Wow, what a risky move there. Man, he lateraled that forward about 6 yards. It wasn't a pass, it was a lateral. And he's lucky that a Brave didn't grab a hold of that. And they lost about a yard on that. So it's 2nd down and 11 for the Blue Devils. Wow. All right, they've got 1 split wide to the left here, 2 to the right, 2 in the backfield of the quarterback, man in motion. And it's a handoff up the middle, and there's Braves everywhere. They're going to bury him for another loss. Here we go. And that's about another 3-yard loss, 4-yard loss. Make it 3 yards, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 14 for the Blue Devils. And we're at 8:57 here in the 3rd quarter. Blue Devils coming up over the ball. They're in tight this time. See what they're going to do. Got a man in motion. And it's a reverse around the right-hand side. And we've got all kinds. And they're going to drop him for another loss. All the way back to about the 31-yard line. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 23, 24 yards. Wow. The Braves are after them now. The defense are on them. Now we got to get the offense motivated. All right, I got a couple of Braves drop back for this punt to around the 37-yard line. Blue Devils punting from about the 22-yard line, it looks like. Unless it's a high snap, and he gets it off. And it's a nice high kick. And we got to get a hold of it. Had to chase it down, and now we're having to try to cut back upfield. Man, oh man, that was close there. Fumbling with that ball like that. But the Braves get it back up around the 34-yard line. Went to catch that punt. Went through his hands. Tried to get it, was fumbling around with it, finally got it, and finally was able to turn upfield. And the Blue Devils get on them pretty quick, but the Braves do have the ball now, 1st and 10, and the ball sitting just shy of the 35-yard line. All right, one Brave split to the right, 2 to the left, 7:49 left here in the third quarter. Braves down by 4, 12-8 is the score. Blue Devils from Holmes County on top right now. And it's a quick pass over the middle, and of course, whistles were blowing. I'm noticing down on the field there that Cale Hughes is wearing his jersey tonight. He's not on the field. I guess he has an injury. And it looks like a penalty against the Braves, and it is. It'll be back to first down. Ball now on the 29-yard line, so 1st and 15 for the Braves. All right, 1 to the right, 2 to the left. Ball is snapped, looking to throw. Throwing it long, got a man out there. Caught, and he's down to the 20, 10, and he goes in, and the Braves score with 7:36 here in the third quarter. And a great pass and a great just run off the left. The Blue Devils caught that ball, and nobody could catch him as he just tore down the field, and the Braves put 6 on the board. Sure needed to do that. All right, that looks like Braves from last week. A week before last now, should I say, right? Week before last. All right, the Braves are going for 2 again. It sure looks like it. Got one man split to the right. And they're going for 2. And they're looking to try to get in, and they get in, and the Braves pick up 2 points on the conversion. So that brings the Braves up to 16 on the scoreboard, with the Blue Devils from Holmes County 12 back in 30. All right. That looked more like the Braves from week before last. You what? Yeah, it's the Braves from last week. We wouldn't be here. That's right. Always a smart aleck in the crowd. All right, welcome back to WZEP AM 1460 to Phoenix Springs, Florida. And the score has changed now. The Braves just scored, and it's 16-12. Braves over the Holmes County Blue Devils right now. 7:31 left here in the third quarter. Braves ready to kick it off to the Blue Devils. Glad to have the folks up on YouTube tonight. Hope you're enjoying the game as much as we are here up in the press box. All right, and there it is. It's up. Nice high kick. Going to be picked up around the 14-yard line, still on his feet. And he's going to get up close to the 35-yard line before he's brought down by the Braves. So good little return there on that kickoff. So the Blue Devils will take over there on their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Got a great little crowd in tonight from over in Holmes County. Followed the Blue Devils over. All right, Blue Devils lining up over the ball. Got 1 to the right, 1 to the left, 1 in the backfield of the quarterback, and it's a handoff up the middle. And he just about breaks through, but he jumps forward, and that would be Zarius Goodman with a nice little run there, but there's flags. And I think it's going to be on the Braves. And it is on the Braves. And that'll give the Blue Devils a first down and move the ball all the way down to the 44-yard line of the Braves. Big penalty there. All right, one split to the left, one in the backfield with the quarterback, one to the right, one in motion now from the right. Coming back to the left, handed off up the middle. He breaks to the right-hand side, and he's going to be brought down somewhere around the 42, 43-yard line. Maybe a yard or two pickup. Let's see what the officials mark. And now they're marching it off backwards the other way. And it's going all the way back over to the 46-yard line of the Blue Devils. So a big penalty on them. So it'll be first down and 20 for the Blue Devils now. 6:55 on the clock. All right, Blue Devils coming up over the ball. Got one split to the left, not very far, one in the backfield. And it's a keeper by the quarterback. He throws, has a man open out there, still on his feet. And he's finally going to be dropped, but he's going to be into Brave territory. And I think he's going to be on about the 37-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but close, getting close. So it's second down and 3. They were all the way back to first and 20, and now it's second and 3. Great little pass there, wide open. Braves had them wide open there. Nobody on those Blue Devils. Got to get back on them. All right, one wide to the right, one to the left, one in the backfield with the quarterback, and he fumbles it. And let's see who's going to come up with the ball. Is it the Braves? Let's see what the officials mark. Braves are saying it's theirs. We're waiting on the officials. Waiting on the officials. And the Braves are jumping up and down, and the officials are pointing Braves ball. So Braves pick up a fumble there. A fumble recovered at 6:03. So the Braves are going to take over here. Score 16 for the Walton County Braves. And for the Holmes County Blue Devils, it's 12. So it's been a tight game tonight so far. My wife here running the camera tonight. Well, we both taking a little bit of duties on it, mostly her. She says if I try to get her to talk on air, she will slap me, and so I don't want y'all hearing me get beat upon. Old folks' cruelty. All right. Looks like we're getting ready for some more action there. They took a little quick break there for some water. All right, the Braves have it first and 10 on their 30, well, right at the 35-yard line. A couple of Braves to the right, one to the left, one in the backfield with West, the quarterback. He's looking to throw. He's looking to throw. He's keeping it now. He's on his feet, and he's going to have a loss there. His momentum is not going to get him back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose about a yard. Some of the Blue Devils broke through the offensive line there and had to put West on the run. So he loses about 2 yards. So it's going to be second and 12 for the Braves. All right, they're coming back up over the ball. We've got one to the right, two to the left, two in the backfield with West. Man in motion. And it's a keeper up the middle. And going to get up to about the 37, 38-yard line. And that's a good little pickup. Going to bring up third down. And we'll call it 6, a long 6. Got a Brave to the right, 2 to the left, 1 in the backfield, the quarterback. And they tried up the middle, and I'm telling you what, all they do is lose. They lost all the way back to about the 34-yard line. So that's going to bring up That'll be fourth down. Fourth down and 11 for the Braves. So they've got to punt it away. Could not do anything with it. That running that they're trying to do over on that side is just, it's not there. It just can't seem to get through that side of the Blue Devil line over there. All right, clock down to 7 seconds. Got to get this punt away. Better snap it now. Snap. And it's a nice high punt. And he called for a fair catch. Caught it on about the 34-yard line. So the Blue Devils will take over on their own 34-yard line with 3:55 left here in the third quarter with the Braves on top 16-12. Not quite the beatdown that we put on Holmes County last year over there. This has been a pretty evenly played game tonight, actually. Mistakes on both sides. But the Blue Devils with the ball now. 3:55 left in the third quarter. 1st and 10. One to the left, one to the right, one in the backfield with the quarterback. And it's a handoff up the middle. And there's nowhere to go. They just stand him up and hold him. That's Seegers, the quarterback for the Blue Devils, hands it off. And there's just nowhere to go. Braves are right there. They're giving him a yard, picked up a yard. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Blue Devils, Holmes County. Got a Blue Devil split wide to the left, one in the backfield with a quarterback, Seeger. And it's a keeper. Seeger looking to throw, got a man, and he just overthrows him and throws it out of bounds. He was on the run. Braves chasing him, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 9 yards here. .318 on the clock. Don't forget, tell your friends and neighbors and all about the YouTube channel. Like it and subscribe, please. Nice pass over the middle, and oh my goodness, a Brave jumps up in the air, tries to catch it, and oh man, number 4 there, that was Lindsay. Lindsay just knew he had it because, I mean, he came off the ground, looked like he was dunking a basketball, and it hit him right in the chest and out of his hands. But that'll bring up 4th down and 9. And they've dropped back to punt, and the ball is snapped. It's a high snap. It's punted away. Going to be picked up on the 31-yard line, coming around the right-hand side, still on his feet. Cuts through, still on his feet, still fighting, still on his feet. They're going to throw him out of bounds right around the 45-yard line of the Blue Devils. All right, the Braves take over now on the Blue Devils' 45-yard line. Score here at Yates Memorial, 16-12, Braves on top. All right, as we look down on the field, we see a Brave over to the right here and 2 to the left. 2 in the backfield with West, the quarterback for the Braves. Waiting for the officials. Get the Blue Devils football off the field. Get the Braves football on the field. Waiting on the whistle. And there it is. All right, it's snapped. It's a handoff to number 8. He's trying to get around the left-hand side. He's broke some tackles. Still on his feet, somewhere around the 39-yard line, maybe. Let's see where they mark him. I think they're going to mark him on the 39-yard line, so that'll bring up 2nd down and about 5. All right, 2 Braves to the right, 1 to the left, 1 in the backfield with West. And it's a handoff, and they're back there on him. He's broke loose, still on his feet. He's broke loose again. He's gone. He's still on the right-hand side. He's finally going to be driven out of bounds somewhere down around the 25, 23, 24-yard line. Let's see where the officials go. And they're going to do it on the 23, 23-yard line. So it's the first down there again for the Braves. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. 1 in the backfield with West, and it's handed off around the right-hand side this time, still on his feet. And finally, not sure, they had a hold of him, finally jerked him down by his jersey. But I think he's going to pick up probably maybe 4 yards before he's brought down. So they'll bring up 2nd and 6. And the ball on about the 17-yard line, it looks like. And there's a penalty there. I think it was horse collaring by the Blue Devils. So the ball now down around the 12-yard line. And, of course, that'll be enough for another first down for the Braves on that penalty. All right, we got 1 Brave to the left. Handed off up the middle. He's trying to fight, but he's got 4 Blue Devils all over him there. Don't know if he's got any forward momentum or not. We'll have to see where the officials mark it. He might have lost a half a yard there, so it's going to bring up 2nd down. We'll call it 11 for the Braves. 1:15 left here in the 3rd quarter. Play clock, 21 seconds over there and counting down. All right, I see a couple of Braves going to the left, 1 to the right. Got to get set. Clock's ticking away. We're down to 5 seconds. All right, snapped it, and it's a handoff up the middle. And he's going to pick up maybe a yard or so. And it doesn't stop the clock. The clock's still ticking away there. Looks like we're going to get into the 4th quarter here pretty quick. Play clock at 26. The big clock at 20. Well, it's 2 seconds difference. So the Braves have got to get a play off before the end of the 3rd quarter. All right, we've got 3 now split to the left, 1 to the right for the Braves. And they're calling a timeout as that play clock was running down. Had no choice, so the Braves have to take a timeout here. So with a timeout here at Yates Memorial Field, it's the Walton Braves 16 and the Holmes County Blue Devils 12. Back in 30. Woo! Everybody on YouTube, how you doing? Glad to have you folks with us from Ohio to Tennessee to Florida and who knows where else. Could be somebody in Mississippi listening for all we know. You never know. Of course, he may be studying. Okay, we'll do that real quick here. All right, Gary, you got a score real quick there. $18-12, Chipley over Rutherford, right? In the 3rd quarter. All right, there's the Braves, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. And West looking to throw, and he throws, and it's caught, but out of bounds. He tried to get his feet down. He's saying that his feet was down, he's the player that caught it is down now. He stretched all the way out, got his feet down, we thought, but the official said no, he was out. So I don't know, he might have a cramp there. That was number 1 that caught the ball there. That was Odom. I think he just stretched himself out deep. Well, we're going to go for 3 points here. It's down, it's up, and it is good. So the Braves do a field goal field goal with the end of the third quarter. And now it's 19-12. Braves over the Blue Devils of Holmes County. We're just going to hold off right here and stay with this, Gary, as we get ready to start the fourth quarter of play. And let's see if I can find Odom again, number 1 down there. I think he just got himself a little overextended there. Looking to see where he's at right now. We've got a bunch of the players right now, the team up under the 10th air, and of course, a couple of coaches over there with them. They have a big giant TV there, and they go over plays that has just happened, and they try to work on it while they're sitting on the side of the field to get it, get it right.
Yeah, the Stephen Carter on YouTube from Baxley, Georgia.
We've got a young lady named, you said Susan Carter?
Stephen.
Oh, Stephen Crowder,
Yeah.
watching in Baxley, Georgia. Gary? Steve Crowder over in Baxley, Georgia. We'll say hello to, we'll say hello there. Got a listener there up in Liberty. All right. The Braves getting ready to kick off to the Blue Devils. And here we go. Start the fourth quarter. And the ball's in the air. Oh, no. It's a line drive down the field. One of the Blue Devils touches it about the 25-yard line. And not going to get very far. Braves are going to get him down there. So the Blue Devils will take over. See where they're going to mark the ball. Doing unsportsmanlike conduct, and it may be on the Braves. Let's see. And I believe it is. Well, we just got somebody that popped on here, Gary. His name is Joseph Fleetwood. Yeah, he said, hey, everyone from Biloxi, Mississippi. He's over there at Keesler Air Force Base. Son, glad to see you popping up there. We miss you a whole lot here at WZEP, both on the radio station, of course, on the YouTube. But he's out serving his country. He's wanted to do that since he was a little boy, and he's doing it. So congratulations to him out there. And following in my father's footsteps, who was in the Army Air Corps, which turned into Air Force at the end of World War II. And we've had a lot of family that's been in the service over the years. So he's just following the tradition. Got a grandson that's already served in the United States Army Special Forces, and got another grandson getting ready to head out to the Air Force. That's be Preston Fleetwood. He's over in Georgia tonight. My oldest son, his biological mother, Brenda Nichols, who a lot of people may know, passed away last week, and the funeral will be tomorrow over in Valdosta, Georgia. The Blue Devils get it. They drive forward, and they're going to pick up maybe a yard or two, but it'll be second down and 12 for the Blue Devils. Rodney Riles out there. Yep, see Rodney. What's up, Rodney? Glad to have you watching. Braves right now on top of the Home County Blue Devils, 19-12. All right, Blue Devils coming out over the ball. 1 to the left, 2 to the right, 2 in the backfield with the quarterback, Seeger. Seeger drops back to throw, and he lets it rip. Got a man wide open out there. And it's caught. And it's going to be all the way down to the Brave 25-yard line. Wow. And that is a first down for the Blue Devils here in the fourth quarter. They gave him too much time. That quarterback picking them off out there. If you give him too much time. All right, 1 to the left, 2 to the right, 2 in the backfield with the quarterback. And it's a keeper up the middle, and they're going to get him. He may get a half a yard out of that, or a yard. Let's say they're going to give him a yard. They're going to give him 2 yards. Well, okay. It'll bring up second down and 8. Got to get down to the, what about the 15 or 12 down there? Maybe it's the 12. No, let's see. There's 10-yard line. That'd be the 15-yard line. All right, here comes the Blue Devils up over the ball. Got a man splitting out to the left there. One to the right. One in the backfield of the quarterback. Putting the man in motion. A fake by the quarterback up the middle, still on his feet, fighting. Going to bring up third down. See where they're going to put the ball down at, the officials. On about the 17-yard line, going to be third down and about 3. Yeah, Braves went for a field goal a while ago and got it. They couldn't get into it for the touchdown, so they had to do something there, put some points on the board. But here comes the Blue Devils right back at them. In tight, man in motion. Tossed off there on a lateral pass, and he's going to be in there for enough of the first down. So the Blue Devils get themselves a first down. And it's the second first down for the fourth quarter for the Blue Devils. Getting the Braves back on their heels. And Braves having a fight here to try to keep those Blue Devils out of the end zone. 8:53 left in the game tonight. All right, we've got one split wide to the right, one to the left, one in the backfield, and it's a handoff up the middle, still on his feet. And he's going to get tackled. He's going to pick up maybe a couple yards, bring up second down. They can still get a first down without getting into the end zone. He'll be down around the 4-yard line, 4 or 5-yard line, about split between the 4-yard line, 5-yard line. So we got second down and a good 8 here for the Blue Devils. Everybody cheering Walton on. Let's do it. And the whistle's blown. Looks like a timeout on the field taken by the Blue Devils. So while they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout. Here at Yates Memorial Field in beautiful Defuniak Springs, Florida, it's the Walton Braves 19, Holmes County Blue Devils 12. And welcome back to Yates Memorial Field, where we have the Walton Braves taking on the Holmes County Blue Devils. I want to say a big thanks over to Gene Mayhew, who is a big supporter of the Braves, big supporter of WZEP, helps keep people informed of what else is going on around and on the scores with us as we try to keep up with it all. And just want to say thanks to them. All right, let's see. One to the right, one to the left, one in the backfield of the quarterback. He drops back to throw, looking to throw. Got a man wide open in the end zone. And it's a touchdown with 7:56 here in the fourth quarter. The Blue Devils put 6 on the board, and they even it up. Well, close to even it up. It's 19-18 right now. And I think the Blue Devils are going to go to tie it. Let's see what they do. 7:56 left here in the fourth quarter of play. And they are going for the extra point. Let's see, will it happen? All right, ball snapped. It's down, it's up. And it hits the goalpost. And it is no good. So that hits the score right now. It's the Walton Braves 19 The Holmes County Blue Devils 18 with 7:56 left here in tonight's game. And we'll have a kickoff momentarily here where the Blue Devils will be kicking off to the Braves. This is going to be down to the wire, folks, it looks like. So hang on. Get up real quick. Go grab you something to drink or eat, or if you need to go to the restroom, take care of that. Get back, because this is an exciting game here at Yates Memorial Field. We're going to hang tight right here. Get ready for that kickoff. It's Friday Night Lights here on WZEP AM 1460 and WZEP YouTube. Woo! Nationwide, worldwide. Worldwide. Maybe up in space too, since it bounces off the satellite here and there. All of a sudden we disappeared. There we go. We're back. And it's kicked off, and the Braves pick it up on about the 26-yard line. And it's going to be tossed out about the, what is that, 30-yard line maybe? Yeah. Let's see where they actually mark it. Going to be close to the 30-yard line where the Braves will take over 1st and 10. This is a very tight game. You don't think so? 19-18. All right, let's see what the Braves are going to do this time. We've got 1 to the left, 2 to the right. We've got Gundrum in the backfield with West, and who else we got back there? I think it's Sincere Williams, is it? Yep, Sincere with the ball then. Number 8. He's going to pick up about 5 yards. Let's see where they mark him down at. Going to put him on the 36-yard line, so that's about a 7-yard pickup for him. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and a long 3 for the Braves. All right, 2 Braves to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff up the middle, and I'll tell you, nowhere to go, man. The Blue Devils were after him and going to get a loss there. Going to bring up 3rd down now and about 5 yards, 6 yards. Make it 6 yards. Wow. 3rd down and 6. So let's see what the Braves are going to do here now. 2 to the right, 1 to the left, 2 in the back with the quarterback. Brave jumps off sides with the lineman. And that's going to push the ball back 5 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 12 yards for the Braves. Sure didn't need that. Well, that jumping off sides is not a good thing. All right, here comes the Braves back over the ball. We've got 1 split wide to the left here, 2 to the right. And whistles blow. Going to be the 5 yards back. 3rd down and 16 now. The Braves just walking it backwards. We cannot be doing this. I guess we're going to see what the Braves are made out of tonight. This game this close, coming down to the wire. 1 Brave split wide to the left, 2 to the right. Ball is snap. Looking to throw. He's got to throw. All he can do is try to run it. And West is going to get back to around the 35-yard line where he's going to get tackled. I don't think the Braves have any choice but to punt it away. Let's see where they decide to mark the ball down. They're putting the ball down at the 35-yard line. So it's 4th down and about 4 yards. So I see Merlot's gone out for the Braves. They'll have to punt it away. Got a Blue Devil down on their 30-yard line to receive the punt. Low snap. Gets it off. It's a high punt. going to hit on about the 40-yard line. And the Braves will mark it down on the 41. So the Blue Devils will take over on their own 41-yard line. My goodness. My goodness. Braves have got to get some defense here, tough defense. Need to get the ball back. Got to get that offense cranking again. Hey, there's Miss Jessica.
Will you open the door for share the ticket?
All right. 5:45 left in tonight's game. Braves 19, the Blue Devils 18. Don't think it's what some people expected it to be this close tonight. But the Blue Devils came to play, and they are here to. All right, let's see. 1st and 10, Blue Devils with the ball on their 41-yard line where they'll take over. Braves defense, got to be tight now. All right, we've got a Blue Devil split to the right, wide to the right, one to the left, two in the backfield with the quarterback, Seeger. All right, the ball is snapped. He's looking to throw. Got a man right in the middle, and he gets tackled, but he's going to get up to around the 46-yard line before he goes down. So that's enough for about 5 yards. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Blue Devils of Holmes County. All right, here comes the Blue Devils back over the ball. One split wide to the left, one wide to the right. Two in the backfield with the quarterback. Here comes the man in motion. Handed off up the middle, jumps around the left-hand side, still on his feet. Got enough of the 1st down. And he's going to get into Brave territory before he's finally tackled. So that's a 1st down there for Holmes County. Braves yet to get a 1st down here in the 4th quarter. So 1st and 10, the ball on the 44-yard line of the Braves. All right, they got two split to the right this time for the Blue Devils, one to the left, two in the backfield with the quarterback. And it's handed off once again up the middle, and the Braves meet him there and nowhere to go. They bring him down. He's going to pick up maybe a yard, going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Blue Devils of Holmes County. Looks like a tough night here in Walton County for the team. I last observed when Gary told us Freeport was behind. We're fighting to try to stay alive here in Gates Memorial. One to the left, one to the right for the Blue Devils, two in the backfield. And the quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick pass over the middle. Got him there, and he's still on his feet. They're finally going to run him out of bounds. But let's see, will it be enough for the 1st down? I don't think it is. It's going to be 3rd down and about 2 yards. That was a good play, though. Wide open over the middle. Nobody for the Braves in the middle to watch the man coming over the middle there. So 3rd and 2 for the Blue Devils. Ball on the 36-yard line of the Braves. Got two to the right this time, one to the left, two in the backfield of the quarterback. Man in motion. Quarterback keeper up the middle, and he's getting hit. He gets thrown down there by number 10 of the Braves. That's Thomas. He just picked him up and put him down. So it's going to be 4th down and 2. Let's see what Holmes County's going to do. I would say they're going to go for it. Let's see who's coming in and out. They're bringing some different folks in. I see Nelson coming in for them. Landon Weeks coming back in. And of course, there's Seeger, the quarterback. He went over to the coach. They're lining up. Let's see what they're going to do. One to the left, one to the right. One in the backfield. And the whistle blows out there. And there's a timeout taken by the Blue Devils. Here at Yates Memorial Field, we have 2:48 left in the game. The score is Walton Braves 19, Holmes County Blue Devils 18 back in third. Woo! My goodness. 29-14. And who was it Freeport was playing? Northview. Okay, welcome back to Yates Memorial Field. Gary was giving us some updates. Northview over Freeport right now, 29-14. And Chipley, you said over Rutherford. You there, Gary? I said, how much was Chipley over Rutherford? Okay, 18-12. All right, it's a handoff up the middle. And let's see, is it enough? One is saying one way and the others are saying the other way. Let's see what the official says. Is it enough for the first down or do the Braves take over? Let's see. I think they're going to bring the flags out. Yep, they're going to bring the chain gang out. All right, the officials got a hold of it there right in the middle of the white line there on the 40-yard line. They're going to see if it's enough for the first down. They keep messing with the ball, they'll move it to a first down. Let's go, leave it on there. Okay, let them put it down. And it's short. It's short. It's not enough for the first down. It's about a foot short. So the Braves take over. Great defensive move there. 2:42 on the clock. We can win this by 1 point. We just got to burn out 2 minutes and 42 seconds somehow down on the field. But like we said, Northview over Freeport, 29-14. Gary said Chipley was up over Rutherford. I forgot what he said. But that's kind of what's happening here. Walton County, it's tough ball tonight here. Freeport down to Northview, 29-14. Braves fighting for their life right here. All right, we've got two Braves to the left, one in the backfield with West. It's a handoff around the right-hand side, still on his feet. Going to get enough for a first down, and is going to get driven out of bounds over there. Maybe he'll cross the 50. I think they're going to mark him about the 48 or 49-yard line, but it's going to be enough for a first down for the Braves. Didn't burn much on the clock. Still 2:32 on the clock up there. And it's a penalty against the Braves, so guess what? It is not a first down. So the ball's all the way back down now to the 36-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 9 for the Braves after all that penalty. Those penalties hurt when they pop up like that. All right, we got two Braves to the left, one to the right, one in the backfield with West. Handed off around the left-hand side, trying to get away, just nowhere to go, and he's going to get tackled. He may get back. I don't know. Let's see where they mark him. I think it's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Braves. Clock is ticking up there now, 2:14. See what the Braves do if they try to run it down. I'm sure they're going to run that clock as tight as they can. Burn off every second you can. Get out of here with a 1-point victory. It's still a victory. So let's see. One Brave to the right, one to the left. Play clock at 4, 3, and it snapped. It's handed off up the middle, and he's still fighting, and he's going to lose some yardage there. They're going to sling him down back there. So it's going to bring up third down and about 13. But it stops the clock out there at 1:35. Braves really need to get another first down. They really need it and not be back where they're at right now. 3rd and 13 for the Braves. And looks like there's a timeout on the field, but we're going to hang tight here. Right now here at Yates Memorial with 1:35 left in the game, it's the Walton Braves 19, Holmes County Blue Devils 18. Wow. Okay, Chipley score. (32-18) Chipley over Rutherford right now. I guess in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, okay, and still got Freeport down over Northview 29-14. Right? All right. Yeah, 29-14. And it's around the left-hand side, and he's trying to get upfield, and he's broke loose. He's broke loose. He's still on his feet, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Take a first down. Oh, my goodness. And they get into blue territory right here with 1:30 left. It's now 1:24. The ball is down on the 43-yard line of the Blue Devils, and the Braves get that first down. It was a beautiful run. He had to maneuver around all kinds of folks, and they were after him, but he was able to pull it off there. All right, Braves coming up over the ball. One to the left. One to the right. Two standing side by side by the quarterback. One all the way back to the 35-yard line. And Walton's just going to take a knee. Takes a knee on about the 50-yard line as the clock continues to tick. Should be at least one more play after this, and the Braves will win it tonight by 1 point. That's what it's going to be. They're going to watch that clock go down. Get it on down. Just keep watching the clock. Let it burn down. Snap the ball. Catch it. Take a knee. And the clock is down to 17. And that will wrap it up. I'm telling you. What about it? The Braves pull a squeaker out here at Yates Memorial on this Friday night. Woo, September ball. And boy, has it been a great one here. I tell you what, my goodness. Let's take a 1 minute break here and we'll come back and wrap this up, okay? All right, everybody out there on YouTube, man, it's been an exciting game. Glad you were able to stay with us and watch it. Thanks to all the folks everywhere. Joseph in Mississippi, Vicky up in Chattanooga. What was the young lady's name up in Ohio? Somebody up in Ohio, all over the place. And tell your friends, neighbors, get everybody to watch it. Please go on YouTube there as you're on it. Like it and follow us, WZEP. Huh? Yeah, Beth Schultz up in Ohio. So a lot of the folks watching tonight, we appreciate it. Don't have all the names there, but thanks for watching on WZEP's YouTube channel. Be around. You never know when we're going to pop up. All right, we're back. I want to say to Steve Crowder, too, over at what we say, Baxley, Georgia, there watching tonight. All of our Georgia friends and Georgia relatives we have over in that neck of the woods. Well, tonight's game ended up with the Walton Braves on top of the Holmes County Blue Devils, 19-18. I mean, it couldn't be any closer than that. We're going to do a little recap here. In the first quarter, the Braves had 3 first downs. Holmes County had 2. Braves had 6 in the second quarter. Holmes County 1. 3 for the Braves in the third quarter.